Hi there. Hi, everybody. Sorry, my voice. Oh my gosh. It's me coming to you again, this time from my day job, the office. I work a weird schedule, Thursdays through Mondays, which means I work on the weekend, which means for more than half my shift, this place is entirely empty. So it gives me the chance to kind of flip on the camera and tell you what's what. Um, I have my lunch all ready to go. It's Jimmy John's. That's not a paid product placement. I'm just telling you what I'm having. It's a BLT sandwich, and I don't know about you, but they're traditionally made with mayonnaise, and I prefer putting on a little Grey Poupon, actually a lot of Grey Poupon Dijon mustard. So that's what I'm looking forward to here in just a few minutes. Anyway, I wanted to give you a couple of updates on Bloodbound. The pre order is still going on for the Kindle version of my rebooted novel called Reawakened. But you may notice, if you go to Amazon right now, the cover has changed a little bit. This week, I was able to get a logo commissioned. I think it looks really badass. So I originally ordered it for another project, which I'm going to tell you about here in a few moments. But I like the end product so much that I decided to put it on the cover of the book and the audiobook and make it a full franchise thing. I am still auditioning narrators for the audiobook version of Reawakening. I currently have 4 voice actors who have put in auditions already. Thank you for that. But I'd like to hear a few more, keep this going for maybe another 2 or 3 weeks before I start making a decision. As I mentioned last time, I'm looking for someone who can pull off a wide multitude of voices. It's primarily male. There are more male characters in this book than female, but there are a few female characters who show up. I'm looking for someone who could do, I think, between 7 and 10 voices, maybe more, throughout the course of this book. A variety of genders, tones, intensities, accents. There are a couple of accents mentioned. So if you think you've got what it takes, I'm going to put the link to the audition in the description here. It's going to take you to ACX, the audiobook exchange from Audible. They host the auditions. You and I will work together through ACX to get the audiobook produced, and we split the royalties 50-50. So if you want this project, I hope that you will take the initiative to help promote it once it's out. And I look forward to working with one of you. Now, for another project concerning Bloodbound, a comic book. I truly think I've got a story here that would look really amazing as a comic book or a graphic novel. So I'm moving ahead with work to see that completed. So what I'm doing is I'm taking one of the first chapters of the book and I'm having it adapted into a comic book script, which, newbie that I am to the world of comics, I didn't know was a thing. But it is. So helping me out on that is I have commissioned Joey Oliveira from Afterlight Comics. He has written a couple of hundred scripts in the comic book world. He's published 30 graphic novels, and most impressive to me, he is a BAFTA award-winning filmmaker. For the rest of us Yanks, Americans in the audience, that's the British equivalent of the Emmy Awards for us. That is really cool, and I had to ask him if he would help with this project, and he said yes. So I'm really excited that he agreed to take on this project, and in a short while, I will have a script for the pilot issue of a Bloodbound comic book. Next, I'm going to look for a graphic artist to help me come up with a cover design for this issue, and if that person is agreeable, maybe commission them, the same artist, to do the interior work. Or I may find someone else to work on the interior. I'm scoping out Twitter and Fiverr right now, looking at artists to help me with that, and hopefully I can work out a deal with somebody. If you think that might be you, hit me up. Right now, I just want to work on this pilot issue. I don't have plans to do further issues. I want to see if it will gain attention, gain traction. So if you think you want to help me out, reach out to me either here in the comments or on Twitter. It's by Chase McP. And don't think that this is an unpaid gig. I am paying Joey Oliveira for his work in adapting the novel, and I pay my artists. I paid to have the Able Mondragon series have original covers, and I'm certainly going to pay the artists who work with me on this project. We'll work something out as fast as my paychecks can allow me. I'm not a rich man. I'm digging into my own pocket to make this work, but you will be compensated for your work. I promise you that. That's about it. Remember, the August 1st is the premiere of Bloodbound Reawakening on Kindle, paperback and hardback. Reach out to me if you want to audition for the audiobook or making the cover and interior of a Bloodbound comic book. It is now time for me to consume mass quantities of bacon and to get to work here at my day job. So here's to all of you out there. Thank you for your support, and remember, keep being good to one another.